Good evening, Angie. I hope you're doing well. I really enjoyed your video. You are so thorough and so informative, and I love listening to you and trying to see everything from your point of view. I feel like often we have the same kind of, at least similar concepts, but I thought you did great on your video, and I was happy to reply to it. So I feel like, I said before, a lot of our stuff was very similar. About telehealth, telemedicine. You had really great research. I read a lot in the book, and I've written a couple papers so far in this class, and they all seem to say really good, positive things about telemedicine, like you said. Again, I personally don't feel like I have had the same, experiences as others. Like you said, and like I said, it is convenient for a lot of people who are far distance or who are having trouble getting in person, but at the same time, I'm afraid that people are going to lose that in-person connection, the comfort that they feel. You talked a little bit about that. You talked a little bit about how telemedicine is helping certain situations, certain groups, certain families, certain situations in general, and then I talked a little bit about that also. And I feel like everything goes hand in hand here. But I did a little bit more research because, as much as it sounds terrible, I feel like I was focusing on the negative, but I was just like, how am I not finding that many bad negative things? Like you said, there are so many positive things. So I started to do research, and I did find some, not really negative reviews, but on this NPR website, npr.org, it'll be in the reference list. It talked about a person who wasn't necessarily negative, but they gave both situations, like in a clinic setting where they were just doing a checkup, they just needed to check in, maybe a refill medication, something like that. They were like, I can do that from home. Let's just do a telemedicine. Let's just do a Zoom, something that I don't have to get up, I don't have to get out, just kind of like a checkup. I totally understand, can totally relate. But at the same time, they had a knee injury later on anyway. Knee injury, same doctor, same situation. They were like, no. I don't want to do this virtually. I want someone to look at me. I want someone to touch me. I want someone to assess me. And I feel like this person and I are on the exact same page. There are situations where people want to Zoom, get it done, get it easy in and out without having to leave the comfort of their home. But then there are situations where I feel like assessment is key. I feel like people are losing their assessment ability. I feel like they are not doing a thorough head to toe, and then, getting charged for an examination, an impression, treatment options or lack thereof. I feel like without that physical touch, yes, you lose a connection between you and your provider, but you also lose basically feeling safe. You basically feeling like they've actually looked at you, examined you, and cared about you. And on the same npr.org website article that I read, the doctor felt the same way. They were like, yeah, this is great, and it has really, really, really good benefits. And it talks about rural, and to me, rural country life has a harder time with Wi-Fi. Like where I live, Zoom meetings are not a thing, and I only live 25 minutes from town. It's great for elders and disabled and people who can't leave their home or don't want to leave their home, but all those people who, rural is supposed to be so great for rural. I get it for distance, but Wi-Fi, although is very important, there are a lot of Wi-Fi dead spots. So it may be hard for them to come in. They may be disabled. Maybe the weather's terrible, but they still can't connect with you. And I'm also afraid that because we get so used to Wi-Fi and telemedicine and telehealth that maybe providers or people get frustrated that they can't do that, or the access is slow, or the Wi-Fi is slow, or the internet's down, and they're going to forget how to interact in person. Again, that's just my thinking. But on this website, the physician felt the same way. They were like, I prefer this physical connection, being with the person, assessing them, touching them, vital signs. They feel like, even though there are so many, I read in the book, there are so many different telemedicine, virtual ways to do vital signs. People can take these certain devices home, these certain pumps home, and they can take different tests and treatments and stuff at home, and it zooms over to the offices. It's incredible. It's amazing. But stuff malfunctions. Stuff doesn't work as well. And maybe I'm just an old soul at heart, but I don't know. I know that the way of technology changes the way we do things, and it's important, and it's great, and it's wonderful, but I'm an old soul, I guess, and I'm just very hesitant. However, medicine, it's forever changing, so I'll change with it. I appreciated your video. I hope you liked mine, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening.